My brother died 3 years ago, car accident. A drunk driver ran a red light and slammed into his car at an intersection, just a few blocks from home. The police said he died instantly, closed casket. They told us that was better. For a long time, after the funeral, I couldn't bring myself to delete his number from my phone. I know that sounds stupid, but every time I scrolled through my contacts and saw his name there, Jason, it felt like he wasn't completely gone. Like some tiny piece of him still existed somewhere inside my phone. Sometimes I even open our old messages. Just dumb stuff, memes, plans we never followed through with, arguments about video games. The last message he ever sent me just said, "Don't forget Mom's birthday tomorrow." That was it. Normal, completely normal. And then he died the next day. 3 years passed. Life slowly went back to normal, or at least something close to normal, until last night. At 2:13 a.m., my phone buzzed on my nightstand. I woke up half asleep and reached for it. I expected a spam notification, or maybe one of those late-night scam texts. But when I looked at the screen, my blood turned cold. The notification said, "Jason, my brother." For a few seconds my brain refused to process it. I just stared at the screen. Then I opened the message. It said, "Don't go into the basement." I sat up in bed. My heart immediately started pounding. That had to be a glitch, right? Maybe someone had his old number now. Maybe they were texting random people. But something about it felt wrong. My parents live in another state. I live alone. And yes, I have a basement. I typed back, "Who is this?" The message showed as delivered instantly. Then, the typing bubble appeared. 3 little dots, piping. Then it stopped. Then the typing bubble appeared again, stopped again. It felt like whoever was on the other end didn't know what to say. Or didn't want to say it. Finally another message appeared. "He's already inside." My stomach dropped. I felt this cold wave crawl up my spine. I immediately called the number. The phone rang. Once, twice, 3 times. Then someone answered. I opened my mouth to speak, but I froze, because the person on the other end wasn't talking. They were breathing. Slow, heavy breathing. Like someone standing very close to the microphone. Listening. Waiting. I whispered, "Hello?" The breathing stopped, then the line went dead. My hands were shaking now. I jumped out of bed and checked the front door. Locked. I checked the windows. Locked. Every single one. The house was silent. Too silent. I told myself it was a prank. It had to be. Some idiot spoofing numbers, trying to scare people. I was about to go back to bed when my phone vibrated again. Another message. From Jason. I stared at it for a long time before opening it. Finally, I tapped the screen. The message said, "He heard you." My throat went dry. "He heard you." Heard what? Then, I heard it, from downstairs. From the basement, a slow creak, like wood bending under weight. I stood frozen in the hallway, listening, my heart pounding so loud I could hear it in my ears. Then another sound, footsteps. Slow, heavy footsteps, moving across the basement floor. I looked down at my phone. Another message appeared. "Don't move." I couldn't. The footsteps stopped. Right below me, directly under the living room floor. For a moment there was nothing, just silence. Then, another creak. But this time it wasn't the basement floor, it was the basement door. And it was slowly opening. My phone buzzed one last time. I looked down. The final message from my brother said, "Run," and then the basement door began to open.